I'm back, bitches! Back from my brief sabbatical. I'm back in the kitchen. Back on camera for YouTube. Oh, I missed you guys. Hey guys, what's up? I'm Mark and welcome to Epic Confections. If you are new here, smash that subscribe button and don't forget to hit that bell notification for new epic videos every single week. Before I start here, because I know a lot of y'all are wondering where the f has Mark been, I just want to shout out Beth from Hip Chick Design, who designed me my own custom made apron. Isn't it fabulous? I love it. Super gay. Matches my personality perfectly. And it's reversible. I love it. I'll show you guys a picture of the whole thing later. But anyway, thank you so much, Beth. If you guys want to check out some of her designs, I will leave the link in the description box below. Definitely go check her out. She makes incredible stuff. So, yeah, it's been a hot minute since I recorded a video. I apologize. Some shit went down, let me tell you. So as y'all know, James and I opened our own home bakery a few months back. It's been going really, really well. It's been going incredible. Awesome. So I thought, you know what, after Christmas, I'm gonna give myself 2 weeks off for me and James so that we can relax and just enjoy some time off. Well, a couple days after Christmas, I started getting this like really bad kind of like back pain right here. And it really, really hurt. And I was like, okay, I pulled a muscle. Gave it a couple days, it got more intense, and then that pain went from my back all the way into my stomach. And all here, my left side was like, I couldn't even move. The pain was so intense. I describe it as like gravity, like pushing down on my insides and somebody stabbing me. I know that's graphic, but that's what it felt like. And it was like, I can't even describe the pain. Crazy, crazy intense. So I went to Emerge, which I really didn't want to do because of COVID, and I didn't want to take up, you know, any time if it was just a pulled muscle. I didn't want to be that asshole, right? Ooh, you're in Emerge for a pulled muscle. Go home and take a bath. Like, I didn't want to go to Emerge, but I had to because the pain was so intense. Well, it turned out I had shingles. Yeah, shingles. I thought like really old people got shingles. Not so much. 36-year-olds can get it too. So shingles is kind of like the adult version of chickenpox. If you have chickenpox, you're more susceptible to getting shingles when you're older. It kind of lays dormant in your body and it just kind of comes out whenever the hell it wants. Mine decided to come out during my holidays. Isn't that fun? It's very, very painful. It causes rashes and blistering, and these blisters kind of pop and like burn. Oh man, it was awful and painful. And I wish nobody ever gets shingles. Maybe except my exes. But other than that, I mean, I wish shingles on nobody. It was awful. However, I got some medication, we're all good to go. I feel better, looking good. James gave me a haircut, a COVID haircut. Feeling fresh with my apron. So I am back. Let's get started. Today I'm gonna be making a Zelda cake. Let's do it! Yo! So to start, I baked off 2 6-inch round chocolate cakes. I'm just gonna level them out. Fill them with a plain American buttercream and some strawberry jam filling. Next, I have some simple syrup. Yes, I started using simple syrup on my cakes. Simple syrup is just half sugar and half water. A 50-50 ratio, and I put it in this little squeeze bottle which I got off of Amazon. It's kind of like, you know, Yolanda Gamp from How to Cake It. Yes, this is the same bottle, only hers is named Sir Squeeze-a-Lot. Mine's named Sir Peas-a-Lot. I don't know what mine's named. But anyway, I got this off Amazon. Simple syrup. Simple syrup is amazing to put in between your layers so they keep nice and moist. They never dry out. And it just adds an extra, you know, layer of flavor to your cake. So, just squeezing that all over all of my layers of cake. A nice amount, don't be shy. And even on the top. Next, I just have a little bit of plain white American buttercream in my piping bag. And I'm just gonna put a little bit in between each of my layers. And just using a small offset spatula, just spreading that out a nice thin layer. Now I'm just rimming the entire outside of each layer. Here I have some fresh, amazing strawberry jam. I picked this up at my local farmer's market, and the customer wanted some strawberry jam in the middle. So, just going to put a little bit of jam in between each layer here. And then we're just gonna spread that jam out with our little spatula, making sure that it doesn't go past our rim of buttercream. That's why we did the rim of buttercream, so that our filling won't seep out the sides of the cake when we stack it. I misplaced my scissors, so I have to cut this down with a knife. Anyhow, so here I just have a bubble tea straw. Just gonna stick that right in the middle of the cake, and I'm just gonna cut it. Because this cake is somewhat tall, you really do want a little dowel in the middle just to kind of hold it together. Next, I'm just taking a nice, clean, straight spatula, and see how some of the buttercream is kind of seeped out the sides. That's okay. What I'm gonna do is just go around my cake and just kind of seal that in. Kind of like a small little crumb coat, right? If you want, you can even go over it a little extra. Next, I'm going to give this entire cake a coat of buttercream. Next, I'm just taking my steel straight spatula. Got this off of Amazon as well. Holding that straight up and down on my board, applying some pressure to the side of the cake, and just turning my turntable, and letting that spatula smooth out that buttercream. If you do use a spatula like this, remember to remove the excess buttercream so that you kind of give yourself a nice clean slate. So once you're happy with how smooth the sides are, normally what I would tell you to do is take all this excess buttercream from the rim and just bring it into the center, and that'll give you a nice crisp edge. However, I'm actually going to keep a raw edge on this cake for the look I'm going for. So I'm taking a small offset spatula, dipping it into some hot water, and just smoothing out my top, making sure that I don't really touch the rim or the side of the cake so that it keeps that raw edge. So next, you're gonna find your front. Sometimes you gotta get right down on your hands and knees. That's my front right here, looking towards me. Anyway, just gonna mark my board just by punching a little hole in it. Shh, don't tell anyone. So that's the front of my cake. Ta-da! So I pre-made these really cute isomalt emeralds. I will show you in another video how to do them. Super, super easy. Yeah, but that's for another video. But anyway, I'm gonna be adding a little bit of these to the cake. So what I'm gonna be doing is carving out a little section of the cake to stick these gems. So first I'm gonna figure out where I want these guys. So I'm gonna stick these guys there, I think. So just taking my spoon and just removing a little bit of that cake. Because it is chocolate cake, be very careful. You don't want crumbs everywhere. Just gonna be putting a little bit of buttercream in that hole. Just using my hot water and small spatula. Just kind of smoothing out that buttercream. And there you have a little indent to stick your gems. And I'm gonna be doing the same kind of thing on the side of the cake here. So I'm literally taking my knife and just kind of slicing out a little bit of that cake. Just like that. And again, just putting a little bit of buttercream on there. Smoothing it out with my spatula. Also, that gives the gems something to stick to. Alright, so just taking my gems and just sticking them where we kind of made those holes. Got one there. And then there's my other gems. Next, I'm gonna put this into the fridge for a good 20-25 minutes so that the buttercream has time to harden up, and then we're gonna be painting a little bit of gold and a little bit of green watercolor gel. Let's do it. So I just took this guy out of the fridge. Here, I don't know if you can see in the bowl, just a little bit of green liquid gel mixed with some water, and I have a brush. And here is some gold luster dust mixed with a little bit of vodka. I may have had a shot or two. So just kind of painting on my buttercream. I'm also using a clean paper towel to kind of sponge it on first. And then just using that same paper towel, just kind of soaking up all the excess at the bottom. Just kind of rubbing that green onto that buttercream. Next, I'm gonna go ahead and apply some gold all the way around the rim, that kind of hard, raw edge of buttercream. And next, we're gonna use that same gold and paint all around the edges of those gems. So while I was making that isomalt, I had some left over, so I literally just poured it on my parchment paper, and this is what I got. So I'm actually going to use this as my background. I'm just sticking in 2 dowels, slightly on an angle. I don't know if you can kind of see that angle. So that this can kind of just rest right on those dowels like that. You know what I mean? Yeah. Then just taking that same gold that I had, my luster dust, just taking my paintbrush and I'm just dabbing the edge of this isomalt with gold. Next, James, the Cricut genius, the Cricut master, printed out some really cute toppers for me. And I mean, I don't know if any of y'all have the Cricut, but if you do, I know you can use it for gum paste. They advise you not to, but you can. These are just kind of cardstock prints. However, you can print this out on edible paper, use it that way, or edible paper and then use a piece of gum paste, let it harden overnight. If your customer wants everything edible, that's the way to do it. If not, these are super cute. Next are these kind of like, they're chocolate rocks. They're so cute, I love them. Just gonna add a few on the bottom. Again, just taking my gold and just dabbing some of those rocks with a little bit of that gold. Here are some Maltesers that I just lightly dusted with my gold luster dust. And I'm just gonna randomly stick them wherever. So here it is, guys. That is it. This is the Zelda cake. Thank you so much for watching. I missed ya. I'm glad to be back. Looking forward to creating some amazing videos for you in the future. Stay safe, stay healthy, wear a mask, and I'll see y'all next week. Mwah!